Hey YouTube, following a ton of losses, trying different teams out, I eventually just went back to something that I know works, and that is a balanced team covering your weakness, essentially. So, Whiscash, Mudboy in the back, only weak to grass, Dragonair, resisting grass, Lickitung, Safe Swap. Again, Dragonair's main weakness is you don't really have because Dragonair's main weakness is Fairy and Ice. So if you really wanted to do like that, you cover it with like a steel, and then steel's weak to like fire, and then Dragonair would do that. But I like Whiscash in this meta. I already talked about like that Scald buff has made Whiscash so strong in this meta. I don't have an immediate answer for Poliwrath, and this is kind of why I like Dragonair. Dragonair is generally pretty safe. I mean, you're going to see the uptick in fairies in this meta, so you're going to see that soon. But I was like, you know what? I have an energy advantage, and I know that already in the in like the one shield, Dragonair outpaces. So having a little bit of an advantage here really just allows me to stay in here. Unfortunately, they just double shield, which is what it is. I'll probably absorb this on Lickitung, knowing that the Whiscash can deal with the Charjabug pretty easily. Just take the damage here, use this as a shield sort of thing, and then get the Whiscash on this. Electric resisted, bug neutral. So these X-Scissors do chip. I haven't used Charjabug in a while. Maybe I should go back to Charjabug. I should actually try Charjabug next team. I have at least one more team with Frostlass on it that worked pretty well. So, but maybe I'll go back to Charjabug next one, because when I was at Toronto Regionals, it really carried me. So you might as well use it in an open Great League that has decent coverage too. So I'm gonna test that next. But Whiscash, taking that out comes a Steel. Here comes the Mud Bomb. This will put it down to very, very, very low, and then basically Lick and Body Slam range for the rest here on Lickitung. So taking it out. One thing this team, I mean, I'll say it. Like Wiggly was on the lead, and it was just like, oh, Dragonair's screwed, Lickitung screwed. So there are a couple like tough things for this. The Vigoroth matchup is you just get out spammed, right? Your Body Slam just out spams you. So you're going to lose in the one shield if you want to take it there. The Dragon Breaths are obviously adding up a ton. So this is where the decision made. Do you want to go down shields and take switch, or do you want to lose switch and then just get ahead on energy? The problem is I only have a Pokemon that can do fast move damage to take this down, right? Mudshot and Resisted Lick aren't going to do it. So I thought in the moment it is better just to take that down shields, take switch, take some energy here, chip, right? This will chip and they'll take me out, and then I'll let my Lickitung on it. Or am I just going to switch immediately? Okay, that's another thing I could do. I think I was worried that if I didn't switch immediately, they could maybe get to 2 avalanches, take me out. But it's just a triple axle. So I'm going to throw a Body Slam, knowing that they're probably going to shield. And if they don't shield it, as they did not here, they're actually just in lick range. So that's fine. And then out comes a Lantern. Power Whip is basically all I need to secure the victory here, because they either let it go and they're in like easy Mudshot Mud Bomb range, or they shield and they're in easy Mudshot Mud Bomb range, right? So just having a nice answer in the back. And that is why I'm just chipping with Body Slam. Mudshot Mud Bomb will do well over 50%. So I was thinking just do that, and then I come in here and chip. And then like at that point, this game's done. And I don't even need to like worry about that. So come with Lickitung, force them to throw again, or else I'm going to lick them down, and then I just got an easy Whiscash back here. I was going to say I haven't seen a ton of Lanterns. I don't know if that's true. I think I've seen an okay amount. Tentacruel's an interesting one. Interesting choice. So the Dragon Breaths are great. The Body Slam's going to do great. They shield. And I know they're getting to the Scald. And I'm like, I'm not going to shield. Scald is resisted. But again, resisted to a Shadow Dragonair is still going to do like 40%, because Scald's such a hard-hitting move now. So they're able to farm me down. That's okay, because then I have Whiscash, can just come in and I can just Mudshot all the way down. Unfortunately, as you can see here, Scald also does like 40%. So I should have shielded this one probably. Actually, that does well over 40, because they're like 2 resisted poison jabs from 50%. So now I still have to throw the move. I'm down 50%. And my attack is lowered. They probably have an answer to Whiscash in the back if they have a poison in the front. So there's your answer to Whiscash. And now it is a very, very bulky Bastiodon, which is going to cause me problems, especially when I can't fast time. The game, I don't know if it's because I talked about how, I know a lot of people don't get that. I think it's my Android Google Pro phone, even though it's like the most Pro 7 phone. I've had in the past couple days 3 complete game phone crashes where, so what happens is you go through your charge move and the game freezes and it doesn't allow you to do anything. It doesn't allow you to click off the phone. It doesn't allow me, like when you try and like auto reset a phone with the power button, it doesn't allow you to do that either. It just sits there for like 2 minutes and then it eventually resets and then you have to reset your phone. That's happened like 4 times in the past like week when it had not happened for like months for some reason. So I don't know what has happened in the past week. I don't know if it's just because it's this Go Battle like week that more people are grinding. We got like a Go Battle like event sort of, right? Because there's a lot of people grinding the event to do PvP, and there's the PvP free, like do some battles and then you'll get like their free rewards. So I just don't know if a lot of people are playing it and it's causing the system to crash more. But it's been very, very annoying. The frame drops, you're going to see a bunch in this, maybe this one, and then maybe for sure tomorrow's a Frostlass of just like insane frame drops and like stalls and stuff like that. Like, what was it? Yeah, the Frostlass tomorrow. So the Frostlass, even like right out of a charge move, I throw 1 Powder Snow, which is a 2-turn move. They're in a Zoom roll. They throw a bubble. So I threw a which is a 3-turn move. So I threw a 2-turn move and I threw the Shadow Ball and they got 2 bubbles through, which is 6 turns with the move. So I'm just like, how do I do a 2-turn fast move with a charge move and they get 2 bubbles through? Like, that doesn't make any sense. So I'm just having a ton of problems with frame drops and lag and games crashing. So on top of just playing like crap, like I always do when these Go Battle days and weeks come around, for some reason 25 seems to be my sweet spot. 15 above is not my sweet spot. So on top of like just playing like crap, I now have to contend with the game crashing and doing brutal. I don't know, it's really annoying. And for Whiscash, that gets hit 50% of the time. I get it like 2% of the time, and my opponent gets it 95% of the time. Anyways, yeah. Mirror match. I talked about this mirror match multiple times before about sometimes I go straight for the move because I have a higher defense attack stat. So a lot of times I just go for the CMP thinking that a 4 attack will win. If I'm using like a rank 1, like a 0 or 1 attack, I probably just go straight for the Dragon Breath damage. And then just take them down before, like let them throw the move, get that extra Dragon Breath through, take switch, and chip with whatever comes in. This one, of course, I do not get the attack fall. They do get the attack fall, so that sucks the first time around. I do get the attack fall the second time around. But I make a mistake here. I know they're gonna have Brave Bird, and I end up double shielding here because I'm thinking like I don't want to put them in like Sky Attack range. I want to force them to throw a Brave Bird, right? The problem is they actually get to like back-to-back Brave Birds to take both my Pokemon out. So I'm like, okay, I'll just lower their attack. So even if they have a Brave Bird, should have thrown the Scald. I should have thrown the Scald right away to try and lower the attack. So there's the Brave Bird. Chips me a ton. I have this, but it's resisted, and then I get to another Brave Bird. So I think I messed this one up. So yeah, leave it in the comments below if you have any team that's working for you. Like I said, I think I got to try Charjabug. It's so funny because that thing carried me through Toronto regionals, and I really haven't used it since, which is weird to like, I don't know why I haven't. So I will definitely take a look at Charjabug again. Jellicent Lead. Is this the bubble one? I remember one having bubble. Yeah, this is a bubble one, which makes this matchup like not as bad. The problem is you still don't have anything to throw. So I end up shielding Shadow Ball And then seeing that they threw right on 5, I'm guessing they're going to try and do that again. So I am just going straight to 5, and then I'm going to catch and absorb on my Lickitung. So catch the Shadow Ball, loaded on my Dragonair, 100 energy on my Dragonair. Catch that resisted move. Here comes Gligar, which is already like a neutral matchup at best. So I'll chip a bunch, and then my Dragonair should sweep up a lot there. Yeah, in terms of Pokemon, like I gotta go to Charjabug. I tried Ninetales, and it's just like too many Poliwraths, too many Zoomerals, and it's tough. It's tough to run right now. Like at least with Skeledirge, you have better charge moves to deal with that, but not with that. So they come in with their Dragon. I should have thrown Body Slam here because they are Dragon. This Aquatail is resisted, but they end up just shielding anyways because their Jellicent is extremely low and this is all they have, so it makes sense that they're shielding. Unfortunate for them, I have, because I banked 100 energy, here comes my third Body Slam in like 3 fast Dragon Breaths. And then at this point, game is over because this is my opponent getting screwed here. I mean, I would have won anyways here. But that is my opponent. That's both of us freezing and my opponent just not getting the comeback. I think I would have won anyways because they are dry on Jellicent because I caught their Shadow Ball. And then they are in Mud Bomb range anyways. But I am not throwing a move because, again, this game has crashed on me multiple times with fat charge moves. So I'm just letting it go. Wiggly kills Dragonair. It kills Lickitung because the Licks are resisted. I have to come this, and they come in with their Lickitung. So this game's already top left. There's nothing you can do there. So if you want, you could what I would maybe do to make this team better, quite honestly, thinking about it, I'd still lead Dragonair. I would have a Registeel as the back, or another Steel, but like a Steel to deal with the fairies and the ice. Registeel makes sense, but if you want to use another Steel, that's fine. And then a different safe swap. Because you don't want to be double weak to fighter. So you probably need a safe swap that deals with fighters, which of course Gligar is an option right there. But if you go Gligar, you're double weak to Dragon, you're double weak to Ice with the Dragonair. So that is maybe not the best thing to do. So what would I do? If I was going to go Shadow Dragonair with Registeel, they're probably going to tell you to put in something that deals with a fighter, but you got to be careful not to deal with something that's just an ice Pokemon. Yeah, Gligar, Mantine are the top 2 recommended, right? So that's kind of dumb. Cresselia is an option as a safe swap instead. Cress, Registeel, Dragonair. And then, yeah, Jellicent is another interesting one. But yeah, then the other are flyers: Gligar, Mantine, Gliscor, Pelipper, Golbat, right? Because it just makes sense that you kind of need to cover your fighter weakness a little bit there. Serperior Lead is, you'd think, amazing. Resisted Vine Whips. They have to throw a non-stab Aerial Ace. But then just they outpace you. They outpace you to 2 Aerial Aces. So I'm now in the yellow Aerial Ace. I probably could live with 1 or 2 HP, but it's just come on. This is a resisted moveset. And then they give up Switcher, which is crazy to me. I don't understand when people do this. If you stayed in until you're basically killed anyways, if you have 2 HP left, I know some people try and save so they can keep it as a sack swap or something later, but you're really just giving up switch for no reason here. And they switch right into G-Fisk, so my Whiscash can deal with this. Although they do get to 2 Earthquakes, I do shield 1 up here. Throw the Scald again, and hopefully I can just Mud Shot down from this point, which it looks like should be able to. And then they come into Lantern, which is unfortunately for them not a good. They're double weak to Whiscash in the back. Which again, if you're double weak to ground in the back like that, you need to try and draw out a ground so that your grass can punish, right? It's kind of a quasi ABB team here, but just not fully executed well. Coming Dragonair, because this Spark is resisted, I can get to a move, and then Licktung's just way too much bulk for the Serperior, whatever's left with it. Plus, I could probably just Dragon Breath down before they even do anything yet. Again, Slurpuff Lead, it's just like, okay, fairies are tough. I don't have an amazing answer, so I just gotta go safe swap here. I do get to chip before they throw, but then they chip and dip, and then I think they keep switch here. Still have a couple battles left. So yeah, let me know what you are using, what teams you're using, if anything's working or not working. I like all the thoughts on the ANNIHILAPE video. Lots of comments on the ANNIHILAPE video, which is not surprising because anyone who everyone is using ANNIHILAPE at the beginning. Some agreeing, some not agreeing, some just kind of take. And that's the thing. I didn't say ANNIHILAPE was bad. I said that it's good, but some of the issues, and I went over the issues with like how I have problems with like the first charge move, like the bait charge move, the Night Slash versus Ice Punch charge moves, and then stuff like that. And then it's like, but then other people are like, yeah, I'm killing it with this Pokemon. Like, okay, like just because you kill it with a Pokemon doesn't mean it's like amazing, right? You could just have like a good team built around it. I'm saying it's still good. I'm saying ANNIHILAPE is good. I actually, in the video, if you watch right to the ending, I said I would put ANNIHILAPE as my third best fighter behind Medi and Poliwrath. I put ANNIHILAPE third. I just don't think that it is like meta breaking or anything. I think it's like a perfect first release Pokemon. It has play. It changes up the meta a little bit. It's not meta breaking or anything. It has play on teams. You don't need to build for it, but it's always on sort of your back of your mind. But it's not immediately like a top ranked Pokemon, and it's not garbage that you're not using it either. So I think this release was actually one of the best first balanced releases we've had in a long time with the Pokemon. So that's my follow-up thoughts with ANNIHILAPE. I'll maybe give it a second chance. For sure, I think I'm going to Night Slash. I went up against a couple with Night Slash, and I'm like, this Night Slash just feels better. Like when I'm like, it feels worse when I was going against it, so it feels better on their end. So that's something I will probably put Night Slash on. Shadow Ball versus Close Combat, I'm still debating. I'm still debating Night Slash versus Close Combat. We'll see what I eventually decide on. Sorry, I said Night Slash versus Close Combat, but I meant Shadow Ball versus Close Combat. Obviously. I just like, I get it. The Shadow Ball is better coverage, and it doesn't lower your defense times 2. But man, having a quicker move that hits just as hard is just, it's tough to give up. So I don't know. We'll see. We'll see if I use it again. Again, there's lots of battles. I've done all my Sunday battles. So this will probably, I'll try to do, because I saw some teams come in. So I'll try and do 2 per day to see if we can grind a bit here for videos. This one will be Monday afternoon. I'll have my Frostlass team tomorrow morning. Although maybe not Frostlass in the lead and the cover, because no one clicks Frostlass in the cover. There's certain Pokemon, like I'm actually really debating who to put on the lead here, like on my title, because some Pokemon are clickable and other Pokemon are not clickable, and it's a really weird like YouTube thing of like, or like what Pokemon people click versus what they don't. So you'll see on like my top team videos, I'm almost always using like Sableye, because people love to click on Sableye for some reason. But then I've had Pokemon in the past, like Whiscash, people don't love clicking Whiscash. People don't love clicking on Shadow Dragonair, actually. People don't love clicking on like Togedemaru and stuff like that. They really like I may put Lickitung in the cover here and something about like abusing Lickitung is OP to get people to click on it. Even though for the most part I'm showcasing Dragonair in like Whiscash in this video. But it's just like it's a YouTube game you gotta play. Anyways, that is it. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.